Girl, you need some serious help. Yes, this is a real conversation I had just the other day, and no, I promise I'm not a total jerk. You need help in your business, and that's why in this video, I'm going to show you how to hire a virtual assistant. Hi there, my name is Abby Ashley, and I'm the founder of The Virtual Savvy. Now, while I usually just stick to training virtual assistants, today I thought I would do something different and talk to potential clients, those who are running businesses who really need some help and are ready to hire their first virtual assistant. Now, for all the virtual assistants out there, don't worry, this is absolutely still for you. By learning what a client should be looking for in a virtual assistant, it's actually going to help you become more hireable. Who doesn't want that? All right, let's jump right in. I'm going to be showing you in this video 7 things you need to know before you hire your first virtual assistant. Number 1, do a time study. Now, I know you became an entrepreneur so you wouldn't have to clock in and out of work, right? But I recommend doing a 1-week time study so you can really see where your time is going. I think you'll be surprised. I use an online tool like Toggle, and I'll just track all of my working hours for 1 whole week. Then I'll evaluate that and see where is my time really going. What are the things that I'm doing that I really shouldn't be doing at this point in my business? Make a list of those things and anything else that you know you want a virtual assistant to be doing to help you out in your business. And this is a great starting point for knowing what tasks you'll eventually need to outsource. Number 2, know your budget. Oh, do we really have to talk about money? Yes, unfortunately, we do have to talk about money here. I recommend having a really good idea of how much you can actually afford to pay somebody on an ongoing monthly basis for your business. Now, virtual assistants really vary in range from their prices. You can get somebody who is overseas a lot of times for maybe $4 or $5 an hour, but the people that I train generally are in $20 to $30 an hour range for starting out as a general virtual assistant, and that can definitely go up if you're needing somebody to do a highly specialized skill or if you want them to be already really well trained in a certain system. So go ahead and keep that in mind whenever you're creating your budget for your new virtual assistant. Number 3, it's time to start looking for your virtual assistant. Now, I would recommend starting out with referrals. If there are other business owners that you know that they've talked about how much they love their virtual assistant, this is the best way to find somebody who you know is reliable, who's going to do a really good job. So ask around, ask some of your friends. Even if they don't have a virtual assistant, they may know of somebody who they can really vouch for their character, that they would do a great job for you. Now, this isn't the only place to find a virtual assistant. There's lots of places that I would recommend. Here's a list of a few of them. Number 1, start with your current audience. Let the people who already love you and know you know that you're hiring. Your perfect fit may already be on your email list or following you on a social media platform. Number 2, you can try a site like Upwork or Fiverr. These are really good sites where you can post for specific jobs that you're needing, but also you can post if you're looking for somebody looking for ongoing work. I recommend choosing the $3 signs whenever you go to like Upwork. You can say, I'm willing to pay a little bit more for somebody who's going to do a really great job. And I recommend doing that anytime I post a job on one of these outsourcing sites. You can use thevirtualsavvy.com/hire. This is a way that you can go and you can post your jobs for free and find awesome talent. We have tens of thousands of virtual assistants in our community that are super qualified, that are awesome. And so you can go ahead and post a free job posting with that link. Number 4, find a great fit. Now, after you start putting this job post out into the world, you may start getting a little bombarded, but don't worry. It's usually pretty easy to weed out the people who are really going to do a standout job. I personally look for people who go above and beyond. Even if they have a little less experience, maybe they don't know all of the software systems that you're specifically looking for, if they are just the type of person who goes above and beyond. So maybe in their application they also included a video, or they sent you some additional material that you didn't even ask for, that is the quality that I always look for. Because excellence, attention to detail, and the type of people that go above and beyond, that's not always something that can just be learned. However, if they have all of that, usually I can teach them the software program that they don't know. So definitely, as you're going through, look for people who have the skills, yes, but also look for the people who just stand out, that seems like they're going to fit your company culture, and it also seems like they're the type of person that's just going to go above and beyond whenever they're helping you with your tasks. Number 5, interviews. I recommend interviewing several people. Narrow down your top 5, your top 3, even if there's one person that really emerges as the leader that you think is the perfect person for your business. I recommend interviewing a few people. That way you're really, really sure when it comes time to hire that you've made the right choice. Number 6, test your working relationship. Now this is something that I didn't always do. I will admit, whenever I found somebody who I thought was going to be an awesome addition to my team, I would just quickly say, yes, 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 please, how can I hire you? Sometimes without an interview, sometimes without really seeing their quality of work or anything like that. So I recommend doing something different now whenever you're hiring, especially somebody that's going to be, really a permanent, ongoing member of your team. I recommend doing a test project. So this test project can be anything. I mean, obviously have it be somewhat related to the work that they would be doing, but ask them to do a one-time test project. I like to pay for these just because, I want it to be worth their time, and I want to value those top people that I'm interviewing, or that top person. So I will have them do a test project, maybe something that I really do need done, and I'll pay them to do that. This is really great because you can see the actual quality of their work. You can, even if they've given off this awesome impression in the interview, maybe the work that they do isn't really up to the standards that you were hoping, or maybe you didn't like the way that they communicated with you during that test project. So I recommend doing a paid test project as your first step toward hiring this person. After you've done that test project and you say, yes, this is the person that I definitely want to work with, I still wouldn't recommend signing a really, really long ongoing contract. I would first recommend doing a 30-day trial. Now this may be in their contract, this may be something that you negotiate just between the two of you. However, what I would do is I'd say, hey, let's work together. I'm in, I'm gonna pursue this, but let's take 30 days and we'll meet again. We'll just go on as if I've hired you and we're gonna keep doing this forever. But let's have a meeting after 30 days and just have an opportunity for both of us to honestly say, is this working? Sometimes it's not the quality of the work. Sometimes it's not you as a client that's done anything wrong. Sometimes working relationships just don't work. Sometimes your personalities just don't pair well, and that's a lot of times something you won't know until you're 30 days in. So I recommend doing that, doing a 30-day just test period, a trial where you say, okay, it's been 30 days. Are we both still happy? Do we still want to continue with this relationship further? And if that's the case, then you can go ahead and sign that big, 6-month contract or whatever it may be to have your relationship go on in a continued manner. Step number 7, communicate well. So let's say you found that dream virtual assistant and you are so excited to be working together with them. I recommend having a weekly meeting so that you can continue to communicate well. For me, that works really well doing a video meeting. We use Zoom, or you can use Skype for those video meetings. But I recommend having some kind of a weekly touch point, even if it's just for 10-15 minutes, where you can go ahead and give all of your tasks to your VA for that week. I've noticed that it really helps me as a client. It really helps virtual assistants if you can tell them at the beginning of every week, or at every Friday, say, hey, here are the tasks for the next week that I'd really like for you to be working on. You're gonna get a better quality of work if you're not just throwing last minute things at your virtual assistant. So try to plan ahead and communicate really clearly what your expectations are, what deadlines are, when you would like the work to be completed, but give them time. A lot of virtual assistants will have a rush fee. So if you want something done in less than 24 hours, they're going to charge you more for it. So it's going to help you, it's going to help them if you really set aside that weekly meeting where you can communicate all the tasks that you want done for the entire week with your VA every single week. There you go. Those are my top tips for hiring a virtual assistant. I hope that this has been helpful for you, and don't forget to like and share this video, subscribe to my channel if you're on YouTube, and I will see you later.